Hey.
Hey everyone, did you know about that curtain? You mean that curtain that was on fire, right? What do you mean no?
See?
I didn't notice it until the curtain was burning, but there's space on the other side of it too. When I looked where Chucky was pointing, there was still space beyond the burned, tattered curtain. It's time. Back of the warehouse. I'm gonna save, guys. I walked toward the burned, tattered curtain with slow, methodical steps. I've never experienced such an oppressive atmosphere before, and I couldn't help holding my breath. And then, on the other side of the curtain, I saw the true source of the intense malice that I'd been feeling. Yep. He's fucking dead. About damn time. I had no idea what I was looking at. By the time I realized I was looking at the remains of Nagito Kameda, the ultimate lucky student, time had already stopped. Yeah, this guy died. Chapter 5, Deadly Life. And this is probably where I'm gonna cut the episode in half, honestly. Eventually, the shock finally registered with me. A numb feeling spread from the center of my brain almost instantly. Nagito is dead. Even when I saw this before me, I wasn't able to comprehend that reality yet. Huh? Again.
What?
What's going on here? Is he
serious?
really dead? He's not pretending to be dead, is he? I mean, it's Nagito, you know? That's right, it's Nagito. He always messed with us, but he always tried to confuse us. That's why I can't believe it. Nagito ended up in such a cruel state. Nagito is dead. Deep down, I believed that when the killings finally ended, I'd never see this guy again. I never expected I'd be looking at Nagito's body like this. Nagito probably thought the same thing. Couldn't help seeing it in his dead, frightened face. But on this island, unbelievably abnormal occurrences happen all the time. Even Nagito couldn't escape that truth. But even something as small as that... Yep. The body discovery announcement.
A body has been discovered! Now then, after a certain amount of time has passed, the class trial will begin!
Here we go, boys.
Don't tell me.
The body discovery announcement? Then it's for real.
Hey!
Then Nagito is really dead?
Damn it.
It's just not that he's dead. If the body discovery announcement was made, does that mean Nagito was killed? Killed?
That's right.
Plus, it's one of us. I mean, that's what it means, right? One of us killed Nagito. One of us killed him so brutally. And it's going to start again. Huh? The class trial is going to start soon, right? And
Of course!
yeah, we gotta do it. We gotta find out who Nagito's killer is.
Hey! Hey!
No matter who you guys sacrifice, you're determined to survive and leave this island, right? Then the time for action is now. So, allow me to give you the familiar Monokuma file. Hold it right there.
Damn it!
What? Don't get in my way like that. I was about to whip out the Monokuma file in such a cool way.
You stupid brother!
Shut up, I can't stand this anymore.
Got it?
How much longer are you gonna... Oh my god, my throat just... became sore out of nothing. Jesus. How much longer are you going to keep putting them through this? No more, I won't let you. Sorry guys. Oh, I'm really sorry. What the fuck? I'll make sure I'll pulverize your evil intentions.
Hey, hey!
Say something.
What's this?
Oh, now I remember who you are. You're Monami. You just now noticed?
Like...
Anyway, Monami, if you're gonna talk about my intentions, why don't you talk about yours first? Huh? What are your intentions anyway? Why are you keeping everyone cooped up in this island? I'm sure everyone here wants to know too, you know. What? No fair! You're shutting up too!
Please wait!
Enough already. You've already have enough to deal with concerning Nagito. Please, Do not say anything else that will confuse us.
Hey,
Anyway, let's begin. Huh? But,
this is just...
I mean, in the end, we still have to do it, right? As long as a killing happens, we can't do anything about it, right? We have no choice but to do it, right? Besides, it's our fault that we couldn't even prevent it. I know. That's the only way we can survive, right?
Nice!
Looks like you kids are way more well-behaved than Monami.
Don't fuck with me!
Don't fuck with me. We're tired of this too, you know. That's why I'll definitely make sure to finish this for good this time.
This is kind of depressing.
Ah, does that mean you guys are getting bored of this school trip?
Actually,
Don't worry, the end is near. Huh? The end?
what's the matter?
Don't make a face like a pig that's about to become bacon. You've already noticed it, right? The meaning behind that Monokuma timer? I guess there's only 2 days left, huh? When that timer reaches 0 2 days from now, what will happen to us? The killing school trip will be over.
Hey,
If this will finally be over,
you serious?
does that mean we can go home?
What are you gonna do?
Don't count your bears before they've hatched. There's still something you gotta do before that, right? So, once again, the Monokuma file! You guys need to find out who Nagito's killer is and survive the class trial. If this ends here, there won't be an afterward at all.
Do your best.
Wait!
Hold on. I won't let you
you.
escape this time. Wait right there. What do you guys think? The school trip is nearly at an end. It's safe to think that we can go home, right?
But still...
Yasuichi, I understand how you feel, but we need to focus on Nagito's case first.
Damn it!
Even if we can go home, it'll be the end for us if we screw up here.
Alright!
Then let's hurry up and solve Nagito's case so we can all go back home.
However...
It is nice to think everyone can go home, but that is impossible, right? I mean, someone in this room killed Nagito. There's a killer among us. The weight of those words began to sink into me. That was true of the previous cases, but was it really true this time? No matter how much I tried, I couldn't believe it. Because the victim was Nagito? Because his death was so abnormally cruel? No, it wasn't just that. There was something more to it than that. And whatever it was stuck inside me. Let's hear it! There it is! Kill Command! The best investigations theme in both games, actually, the first two. I'm gonna shut up for a second. God, such a good theme. Props, amazing. They turned a very good theme in Ikoroshia, or Homicide if you want to call it that, and transformed it into something sublime. Anyways, what a tragic situation. Just reading this is making me depressed.
Huh?
Is there something wrong with this Monokuma file? Again, but what's wrong with it? Not only is there a spear stabbed in his stomach, there are multiple stab wounds on each of his thighs. Furthermore, there is a laceration on his left arm and a knife impaled through his right hand.
Yep.
It's definitely weird. Well, I guess I'll find out if I look around. That's what investigation is for. Don't worry or form conclusions on your own. That makes me more worried than I should be. We can discuss it later. Right now is our only chance to investigate. So we should investigate first.
See?
If we don't, there won't be anything for us to discuss. Well, I guess you're right. Len, let's start with the area surrounding Nagito's body. I should start with the back of the warehouse. Since the curtain blocked most of the water, this area wasn't affected by the sprinklers that much. Thanks to that, I can probably investigate Nagito's body. I never thought I'd have to investigate Nagito's body. You probably didn't expect to end up like this either. This theme, look, listen to this! Monokuma's dead! There's blood coming out of his stomach. Hey. No response. He's dead, Jim. How dare you interrupt Kill Command? Just kidding, I'm not dead. Is this one of the life-size plushies that were being produced at this factory? If you're mistaking your plushie for me, then there's something wrong with you. You're a stuffed animal too. Don't put oversized garbage there. It's so misleading.
What the heck?
What are you calling oversized garbage? Can this be one of Monokuma's tricks? And why'd he do it? Making a hole like he got stabbed and going to the trouble of dirtying that hole with blood. Did he try to imitate Nagito's body or something?
What are you
I
saying?
have nothing to do with that. Huh?
You're so
He's
evil.
probably lying. Seriously, you're always lying. You should just die like that plushie over there.
What's this?
You seem more pissed than usual these days, Monami. But you better watch what you say. If I feel like it, I can wipe you out easily, you know. I won't give in to your threats. I'll fight you until the very end. I will definitely take back the seat of world supremacy from Monokuma. Looks like those annoyances are gone. It wasn't Monokuma's trick, then who did this? Could the killer have done this? If so, is this Nagito's blood? I have no idea how this connects to the incident. But if it's a truth bullet, it's important. Rule of the story, shall we say it? Oh, a lighter. It's an oil lighter. Sorry about that. This is where the curtains would have been hanging. It also looks like the fire did extensive damage here. If the oil lighter was placed here...
Just kidding.
Ah, an oil lighter. Someone probably wanted to keep warm.
Bring it on.
Is the most foolish thought. This is clearly the cause of the fire.
Well,
Oil lighters can continue to burn even after someone lets go of them. Oh.
which means
So using that, the curtain was set on fire. Using the oil lighter, huh? Do you think the killer set up some sort of trick with it?
you are right.
The killer probably planned to destroy evidence by setting this warehouse on fire. They caused the fire to destroy evidence? That's the only reason I can think of why a killer would set fire to their crime scene, but... Oil lighter has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. This song is so good! God! Looks like a bunch of plastic bottles. Remnants of plastic are scattered all over the place. You know, the first time I played this and this came along, I was like, what the fuck is happening? I have a feeling that this case is not going to be like the others. This is probably... Remember how box 15 and box 16 were like the same but not quite? Yeah, it's the same feeling. Those fire grenades that we used to put out the fire, well, they weren't actually that useful in the end. The fire was only extinguished thanks to the sprinklers. Well, nevertheless, this evidence really isn't all that strange. Okay, so it's not a truth bullet. Never expected Nagito to die like this. Serves him fucking right! He was always spouting nonsense about hope and trying to confuse the hell out of us. But even so, dying like this is just too cruel. Also, it wasn't completely useless. There were times where we were only able to reach the truth because of him. But everything good and bad about him is gone. We'll never be confused by him again. We'll never be saved by him again. Now isn't the time to think about unnecessary things. I need to focus on the investigation right now. For now, I need to investigate everything about this body that catches my eye. Dude, this is by far the cruelest death in this game. Nagito's right wrist is tied with rope, but it looks like the tip of that rope burned off. Could this be a result of the fire? That's weird. If the rope is burned off like this, why are Nagito's clothes completely unaffected by the fire when he was so close to the blaze? The knife is stabbed through Nagito's right hand. Did the killer do this? How could they do something so cruel? This knife, it must be from the military base. The knife thing is reminding me of something. Military base. Ah, now that you mention it, you're right. It looks like a survival knife. Mukura, where are you?
Well,
By the way, it seems like the wounds on his legs and left arm were caused by that same knife. Which means after the killer was finished stabbing Nagito's left legs and left arm, they stabbed the knife through his right hand,
it cannot be.
and then they finished him off with the spear.
How cruel.
Then, does that mean the killer went to the trouble of using two weapons, a knife and a spear? They could have just killed him by stabbing him with the knife. Why did they need to use the spear at all?
You are right.
That is definitely strange. Was there a reason they had to do it? A reason they had to use the spear, huh? Survival knife. Ooh. must have been in great pain. He clearly had this agonizing look on his face when he died. His mouth was covered with duct tape. Was this to keep Nagito from screaming for help?
This is bad.
Jeez, what a horrible look on his face! The blood splattered all over, but it doesn't help either. It's a good thing his mouth is covered with duct tape, otherwise I wouldn't be able to talk to him, to look at him. Got a minute? Sorry, excuse me. Jackie moved past Kazuichi and squatted down next to Nagito's face. What the fuck? And in one swift movement, she ripped the duct tape off of his mouth. Hey, what are you doing?
It's gonna be fine.
It'll be fine. I'll put it back right away once I'm done investigating here.
Hey!
Putting the tape back isn't the issue, you ungrateful swine. You're gonna get cursed. Nobody calls Jackie an ungrateful swine, you bitch. The blood on Nagito's face. It looks like it mostly came from the slice on his left arm. If that's the case, it's no use. She's not listening. Hey, what about the blood splatter on his face? There's no blood under the duct tape. What's wrong with that?
Well,
His duct tape has crinkles, like it was sticking toward the inside of his mouth, right? Nagito was probably desperately moving his mouth under the duct tape. Seriously, what's wrong with that? He means Nagito's mouth was covered with duct tape before he got those wounds all over his body. So he tried to shout, which caused the duct tape to get sucked into his mouth a bit. But what's wrong with that? Is that something we really need to worry about? I don't really get it, but just put the duct tape back on his mouth already.
yep.
Yeah, you're right. Anyway, this might be some kind of clue too. I should remember it. Alright. Duct tape. The feet. Both of Nagito's legs are tied up. Each rope is tied to the pillars nearby. He wouldn't have been able to move at all. Pillars? No, I'm not gonna do that. No. According to the Monokuma file, the wounds on his legs are all stab wounds. Does that mean the killer didn't just tie up Nagito, they also stabbed his legs? Why would the killer do something like that?
Damn it!
At any rate, it's pretty sadistic. The killer must have been holding a huge grudge toward him. Or they might have been torturing him. Torture?
Huh?
I mean, if they just wanted to kill him, they could have just stabbed him once in the chest, right? You know, like Pekka did to Mahiru with a single blow to the... Never mind. If you disregarded the spear in his chest, the other wounds were inflicted for reasons other than killing. Which means the wounds all over Nagito's body were from the killer torturing him? If that's the case, what was the killer trying to make Nagito confess? Was it something that would have led to the traitor?
Even so.
Well, even if this was if this was torture, there's no doubt that the killer must have held a deep grudge toward Nagito. Refusing to let him die easily. I can totally understand a dark impulse like that. But even if they held a grudge against him, why would they really have gone this far? Alright, torture wounds. There's only one last thing, the left hand. There's a cut on his upper left arm. His legs and the right hand have stab wounds, but this one looks like a slice. That's probably the reason that the wound on his left arm doesn't look that deep compared to his other ones. Well, regardless, it doesn't change the fact that it's a hideous wound and there's blood everywhere.
Super difficult.
There's something strange. Strange? What?
See?
Look at the palm of his left hand. I think that blood is from when his left arm was sliced, but doesn't the blood splatter look strange? It cuts off right in the middle of his palm. Yeah, it definitely cuts off. So maybe that's as far as the blood could reach when it splattered. Well, that would explain the blood on his palm, but there's something else that's strange. When you flip it over and look at the back of his hand,
Well,
here, there's also blood, but only above the middle joint of each finger. Wow. You're right. Why is it only on that part? See, it's just what I said, right? It's strange, right? I win. Yeah, sure, you win. Aww. You win, Chiaki. You didn't even need to tell me that you win. You win automatically just by being Chiaki. But it's definitely strange. What did the killer do to make the blood splatter like this? The spear, of course. A spear with a flashy ornament on it is impaled deeply into Nagito's stomach. There's no way around it. That looks like the fatal wound.
What's this?
Oh my, what's this? Such a strange looking spear, isn't it? A cord extends from the tip to the handle. Burps. And there's an iron weight attached to it. I see. Use the cord as a whip to capture the enemy and deliver the final blow with the spear. Is this your first time looking at this too? Of course not. This is the spear of Gungnir, right? I knew Mukuro was involved in this. You definitely just come up with that now. By the way, I wanted to ask you, where did that spirit come from? I feel like I saw it at Mizumi Castle. What? Mizumi Castle?
What the?
I was designed to be afraid of mice, so I can go in there. Damn you mice, damn you all to hell. See, even he doesn't know what's inside that castle. Interesting. Well, more importantly, I need to focus on the investigation. The spirit definitely catches my eye, but the weight on the end of the cord coming out of the handle, it looks like that part has blood on it too, except that for some reason this section of the cord doesn't have any blood on it. Yep. It's about the size of a human fist. It's strange that this section of the cord doesn't have blood on it. Also, Chucky mentioned this earlier, but apparently that spirit came from Mizumi Castle. It might be better if I confirm that later. Ooh, I guess I'm done with the area surrounding Nagito's body. Jeez, I can't believe I actually investigated such a grisly-looking body. Even I'm surprised at myself. Does this mean I'm used to it? My classmates' dead bodies are right in front of me, and one of my peers is the killer responsible. I have to investigate his death so I can find his killer. Am I used to something as abnormal as that? That would mean I'm becoming abnormal too. Alright, what's next? There's a lot of shit, actually. Let's talk with Akane. It mattered for Gundam's killing him from Nikon's. It looks like it's different this time. It doesn't matter this time. What doesn't matter? The time. Looks like the time doesn't matter. It's clearly written in the Monokuma file. The time of death was noon sharp. It was at noon. What were we doing at that time? What were we doing? Well, right now it's 12:30 p.m. So it also has a clock function. And that means Nagito died 30 minutes ago. Huh? It happened that recently? It's totally a fresh kill. Fresh. Seems like a bad way to describe it. If it happened 30 minutes ago, was it around the time we were struggling with the bombs? You're right, those fake bombs were originally supposed to explode at noon. Which means whoever doesn't have an alibi for that time is Nagito's killer! This could be like when Nekomaru died. The killer could have also used some kind of automatic setup. Also, the crime looks very detailed, so they would have needed time to prepare. Then whoever doesn't have an alibi before we found the bombs is suspicious! Wait, none of us have an alibi for that time. That's when we all split up to search for the bombs. Yeah, that's the problem. Good, Akane, good. Sonia, had anything?
So just
If
as I thought.
only everyone could go home, nothing would make me happier. No, we should finish the class trial. Then we can think about what will happen after. Alright. I'm not freaking out about it like Kazuichi, but I definitely can't stop thinking about it. When the Monokuma timer reaches 0 2 days from now, what's going to happen? What's going to happen? This rotten school trip is going to end, right? We can finally go back home. They're free till the end. Does that mean you don't think that'll happen?
Well, yeah.
Monokuma might be planning to make us do something after the countdown ends.
Hey.
What do you mean, something?
Shut up.
He's making us kill each other, you know, what could be worse than that?
Damn it.
I don't know. But this is Monokuma we're talking about, you know? There's no way that this will end smoothly with a countdown. Anyway, like you said before, if we screw up here, it's the end for us. And for now, let's focus on the investigation. We'll think about the countdown after we leave through the class trial. Yeah, I know. Don't bring up strange stuff like that. There's only one more thing I need to investigate. It looks like she's deep in thought while staring at the ceiling. What happened? Is there something strange about the ceiling?
Yep.
Yep, about that sprinkler. That's one of the sprinkler heads that activated to put out the fire.
Well,
You can see a girder next to it, right? There.
see?
Can you see that red streak? Huh? You're right, I definitely see it. It looks like a small red line on the ceiling girder.
Perhaps.
Is that blood? Blood? The color definitely looks like blood, but there's no way blood could get up there, right? Plus, it's in a straight line. That's why I've been staring at it. I think it's strange. Definitely strange. I should remember this. Okay, now I think I got everything. Now then, I guess that's enough investigating the area behind the curtain. The killer's goal wasn't just killing Nagito. There should have been another reason as well. But they wouldn't have gone back to the trouble of tying him with rope and covering his mouth with duct tape. Not just that, there's no reason to inflict any wounds other than a fatal one. What was the reason? Looks like I better investigate other areas to figure that out. Alright, I should try investigating the other areas of inside this warehouse first. Yeah, let's go. Alright. Oh? There are a lot of tipped over Monokuma panels. The panel near the curtain in the back is tipped over and burned. Did the fire do that? But why are they scattered like this? The last time I came here, I seem to recall... They should have been neatly put away. we were the ones who made this mess? Huh?
See?
Look, the tipped over panel by the entrance is really close to the door, right? So maybe the reason these panels are tipped over is... It's fine, I'll open it slowly. No, that's not the problem. Seriously, it'll be fine! Those words Akane brushed off everyone's worries and slowly opened the door to the warehouse. Huh? It's not opening. Is there something blocking the door? I can barely open it. I knew it! It's a trap! Seriously, just stop it, okay? Didn't I tell you it'd be fine? I just gotta use a little more force. What happened to opening it slowly? Akane ignored the protests, and with a mighty kick, the door flew open. So good! So good! Damn, I cannot get over how good this theme is. And I still listen to it every single day. In fact, I'm pretty sure it's one of my ringtones. Could it be that was that it?
Huh?
There's something else I've been wondering.
Hey.
These Monokuma panels are tipped over starting from the entrance to the back of the warehouse, right? They seem to be lying on top of each other in a straight line. Yeah, compared to the other tipped over panels, that line is the only one that's neat and orderly.
So...
Isn't this clearly strange? Strange, that means we can speculate this was done intentionally. Okay. What's next? Trying to see. This is an MP3 player. There's even a speaker plugged into it. But why is this here?
Maybe...
It looks like that weird music was playing from there. You know, that music that was blaring when the fire started? Yeah, you're right. Looks like it's busted from getting drenched by the sprinklers. There's no mistaking it, that music was playing from that MP3 player. I don't disagree with that, but why was the killer playing music from this? Here we go. Anything else? I need to talk to somebody, I think. Looks like Sony is focused on investigating the warehouse. Which reminds me, there's something I needed to ask her about. Now that we've pretty much finished investigating Nagito's body, I think it's time to talk to her. Hey Sony, do you have a minute? Yes, what is it? I want to talk to you about when that fake bomb Nagito said in the warehouse exploded.
Huh?
Right before it exploded, you said something like this, right? It is alright, it is not a bomb! Why did you know the bombs were fake? Well, that's not all either. When we were looking for the bombs, why were you at the military base? I thought you were supposed to be searching the Central Island. Plus, when I called for you, you didn't come to the factory right away. Where were you and what were you doing during that time?
Oh my!
Oh my!
It cannot
Do
be.
you suspect me? It is a misunderstanding. I am not the killer. Jesus shit, you son of a bitch! Calm down! Sonia.
I am sorry!
I am terribly sorry. I was panicking. I shall calm down and explain it to you why I was at the military base. When I first explored the final island, I discovered a vast amount of bombs there. Huh?
Well?
At first I was worried that someone might use them for nefarious reasons if I announced it to everyone. So I kept silent the whole time. Is that when you heard Nagito planted bombs you got suspicious and went to investigate them?
That is...
And as I suspected, the bombs had disappeared. And I thoroughly searched for them inside the military base, but the bombs were nowhere to be found. And because you were searching for them, you were late when we all gathered.
Please listen!
And because of that, I reached the conclusion. The bombs Nagito brought were from the military base, which means they were fake bombs. How did you find out the bombs at the military base were fake? Because I attempted to use one of them. What?
I see.
I thought one of the bombs would be strong enough to blast open the door to the ancient ruin. At the time, I still believed the bombs were real. And I thought that I could use one of them to gain entrance to the ancient ruin. Oh, look at Monami!
However, that plan was an utter failure. The bomb was not real. It was merely a fireworks display.
Hey, that was one hell of a show, though.
God damn it all to hell!
Oh, you're trying to curse is adorable.
See. So that's why you're the only one who knew the bombs at the military base were fake.
I did. As did Mommy as well. She was also secretly peeking at the bomb.
Oh, that's important. That seems important.
Which means...
If those bombs are the same ones that disappeared, it would mean Nagito took them. That is why I knew it was a fake. However, I did think it was strange when Nagito blew up the hotel lobby. Kazuichi died. That bomb was real, and I could not stop thinking about it. But upon further reflection, that might have been Nagito's plan all along. He showed us a real bomb, to make us believe that the bombs he said were all real as well. So that Nagito's actions were extremely calculated. The problem is his reason for doing it. With this, I have explained everything.
Do you have a minute?
There should be no more reason for you to doubt me. You're right, I got it. Alright, thanks. Level 50! Alright, I've pretty much finished looking for clues inside the warehouse. I was able to find some clues, but there are still so many things I don't understand yet.
Hold it.
You look worried. Yeah, I am.
Well,
At a time like this, it might be good for you if you broaden your investigation range. You mean it's good to investigate other places as well? You might be right. There are several things I've been wondering about besides the crime scene. The military base that Sonia mentioned, the plushie factory next door, the Zumi castle where the spear originally came from, and Nagito's room too. I'm going to understand the reason for his actions. I need to know more about him. Hold on. Alright, sorry about that. Anyways. My nose is killing me today. If I'm going to understand the reason for his actions, I need to know more about him. I'm pretty sure the others have already finished investigating.
can you hear me?
Hey, you guys, isn't it about time we leave this place and try exploring other areas too? In response to Chucky, the others gather around her. I agree. I was just thinking about proceeding to another area. Seems we have the same idea. But is it safe? There won't be anyone to guard the crime scene.
Yep.
We don't have a choice. There just aren't enough of us. Besides, we've investigated all we can here. I guess you're right.
See?
Also, it looks like the clues we found aren't enough to piece this incident together. Hold on. Here we go. I was just checking to make sure there wasn't still nobody in the house. Also, it looks like the clues we found aren't enough to piece this incident together, so we need to search for them in other areas, probably. Now, alternatively, if there aren't any clues in other areas either, we'd have to give up completely. You don't really need to say that. Sorry, I just dropped something.
Hey, hey!
It's okay if we leave this place? It's okay! Here we go. There's no time for us to stand around. In order to survive, there's no other way except to do it. In order to survive, we need to find Nagito's killer. If we don't sacrifice that person, nobody can survive. That's our reality. That's why there's no time for us to stand around. No. Beautiful. Alright, first things first, the factory. We'll go in order. Oh, Sonia. I've never seen so many Monokumas in my life. Well, Monokuma isn't exactly someone you normally run into. However, while I was staring at all these Monokumas, a thought occurred to me.
Well?
The bomb that went off at the lobby might have been set up here. Huh?
Do you have a minute?
If you had a bomb inside the Monokuma plushie, it would make a frightening weapon. Do you not think the group that is forcing to kill each other would devise something like that?
Amazing!
The plushie bomb is an act of terrorism!
Alright!
Let us rip these apart right away so we can confirm it. Hold on. If there was a bomb inside these, wouldn't it explode if we carelessly messed with it?
Easy as pie!
It is, either way, it's all gravy. All gravy? What the hell does that mean?
Enough already!
Stop! There's no bomb!
Hey!
You'll know if you just pick me up, see? All you feel is the soft weight of cotton.
I see.
You're right.
However,
Then where did Nagito obtain the bomb he used?
who knows?
I wonder. I'm gonna give you guys a hint, then you should know it wasn't from the military base. To tell you the truth, the bombs there are all fakes.
Please wait.
I know that already. You should have said so earlier.
No.
Well, I thought if I kept quiet, it would foreshadow a killing that a killing was gonna happen. That's why I'm just now telling you for the first time. Phew, I feel relieved. If the bomb wasn't from the military base or this factory, then he brought it from the Octagon.
Well done.
I must say, you have a good eye there, Sonia. Putting a bomb inside one of my plushies seems like a splendid idea. Let's try it.
That is...
Did I say something I should not have said? It's not your fault, don't worry about it. But thanks for your account, Monokuma. That's gonna be helpful. Alright, so this factory is done. And I'm pretty sure I missed a hidden Monokuma somewhere. So good, so good. I cannot get over. God, I even whistled to this theme. Oh, Kazuichi. Ah, I knew you were here. I remembered.
I knew you.
I remember while Nagito was appearing dead, actually. Ironically. But anyways. Damn it, this dangerous place is the reason all this messed up stuff is happening. Leaving guns out in the open is totally dangerous. Seriously, they gotta take better care of these. Easy to say that, but there's no one on this island who can do that. Alright, so When I tried looking through the truck bed, it's empty, nothing is here. When I first came here, there was something on the truck bed, which means someone was telling the truth.
However,
And as I suspected, the bombs had disappeared. I thoroughly searched for them inside the military base, but the bombs were nowhere to be found. But did Nagito know the bombs weren't real? It's possible that he thought they were the real thing. No, never mind. He said so. He said as much in his video message. So, were you surprised? Seriously, think about it. Do you think there are enough bombs to blow up an entire island? Even if there were, a guy like me would never be able to use them. He knew the bombs were fake. He only did what he did to weed out the traitor. Now, is that really it? Did Nagito only do that to expose the traitor? Maybe there was a different motive behind his actions. Alright, what else can I investigate? A huge supply of guns and other firearms are stuffed into the truck bed. Ha! Found it! Huh? What did you find? Well, that truck bed over there has guns in it, but I also found stuff like a survival knife. Wait, isn't that the same type of knife that was stabbed through Nagito's right hand?
Maybe.
Which means the killer obtained that knife here. So the killer is someone who visited this military base at least once. That's everyone, though. No, not me. This is the first time I've been here. That sounds fishy. Very fishy. Anyway, let's leave. Alright, now that we've got 4 out of 5 hidden Monokumas, I know where the last one is. From memory, actually. So we've been through everything in the 5th island. We will now go... Oh my god, Monokuma, that face was creepy. Now we're going to... Why is the exit sign here? I can't even... When I press the B button, or the circle button, I can only run, not exit. Anyways, let's go. Nezumi Castle. Run, Hajime. I know, I sing horribly. Here we go, Nezumi Castle interior. One of the coolest places in the game, in my opinion. The spear with the flashy ornament on it is hanging from the wall. The spear is definitely it, right?
I see.
Just as I thought, it looks exactly like the spear that killed Nagito. The same whip-like cord is attached to the handle, and there's a weight at the end of it.
Also,
Plus, it looks like one of the spears on the wall is missing. There's no mistaking it. The killer took one of the spears and used it as a weapon. Spear Gungnir, huh? Monokuma would totally come up with a lame name like that. Why did the killer use the spear and the knife?
well, yeah.
Well, they could have just killed him with a knife, and it would have been easier too. There's no way a spear like this with this unnecessary cord thing would be easy to use. Yeah, it definitely looks hard-wielded. But still, they chose this spear for a reason. What could that reason be? I feel a little tired. No matter how much I investigate, I don't feel any closer to the truth. That's probably why I feel this way. Feeling this strange feeling that I've never felt before. As if Nagito is trying to make us suffer even after he's died. Well, now's not the time to think about stupid things like that. I haven't even investigated his cottage yet. It's too early to start complaining. If we investigate that place, we might be able to find some kind of clue. Alright, let's go. Come on, Hajime, how can you be lacking motivation with this amazing theme playing? I would fucking do my best. No, actually, no, I wouldn't even got this far. I wouldn't even have gotten this far in the Danganronpa game, honestly. Pretty sure I would have died in like chapter 2 or 1. Anyways, time to go to the first island. Hajime is running. Holy crap, he is. Ah, yes, I love this song so much. Words cannot describe how much I love this song. And yes, that was Soldier from Team Fortress 2. Oh, my pet. I haven't seen my pet in a while. It's alright, Beanie. Anyways. Oh, look. Oh, God. Hey, Chiaki, what's wrong?
Hajime,
Hajime.
what's this?
Oh my, you want to go inside Nagito's room too?
What are you gonna do?
I was just listening to Chiaki's request. She wants me to unlock the door to Nagito's cottage because she really needs it for the class trial. She begged me to do while she was licking my black eye. I didn't do that. Then do it, it's sweet because it's made out of black bean paste. Hey, we don't have time to mess around. Hurry up and unlock the damn door.
Fine, fine.
Fine, Fine, I guess I have no choice. I just gotta do that, right?
Now then. Bye-bye.
See, I've opened the door. You can freely investigate now. This isn't my first time seeing that. Why does he open the door with a spell like that? Maybe the cottage key is computerized.
Hey.
More importantly, let's go inside now that the door is open. Yeah, you're right. Here we are. The root of evil. So, Nagito was living here. What was he thinking inside this room? What was he feeling as he spent his days here? I can't even imagine. Wanting to see absolute hope, becoming despair so he could act as a stepping stone for the rest of us. No matter how much I think about it, I just don't understand him at all. I don't even know if he truly believed that. Oh, he believed that. He was especially weird these past few days. What changed him? Maybe the clue to that might be hidden here as well. Before that, I saw you, fucker, taking a bath.
No.
And that's 5 out of 5. Fancy looking treasure box covered in sparkling pink lights is totally standing out. Could this be? Can you let me know if you find my treasure? It's a magnificent treasure box covered in sparkling pink lights. That treasure box. Chuck, you know about this?
Yep.
It's really cute. Oh, she was just reacting. This looks like Monami's stolen treasure box. If this is here, that means the thief Monami was talking about was Nagito. Why would Nagito steal this? In order to find out, it might be good to see what's inside.
Hold it.
Is it gonna be okay? It looks a little dangerous. It might be, but this could be some kind of clue, you know? If it wasn't important, Nagito wouldn't have stolen it from Monami in the first place. I turned back toward the treasure box and cautiously opened the lid. Inside there was a notebook. This is it? Why is a notebook inside the treasure box look like it's something important? I took the notebook out of the treasure box and began leafing through it. It contained sloppy drawings as if they were drawn by children, and entries that looked like chicken scratch. Day 1, I was able to talk to everyone for the first time today. Monokuma showed up and turned things bad. Things turned bad. Day 2, Byakuya is the leader. A lot of things happened to us today, so everyone's tired. Aww. Is this a diary? Looks like it. Did Monami write these? Probably. These pictures and entries totally suit her. I kept flipping through the pages. Day 3, Day 4, Day 5. Page after page of poorly written entries continued on this notebook. I don't really understand, but it looks like there are clues here. And right when I was about to give up, my hand suddenly stopped on an entry called Day 16. I've been in the friend house for 3 days, everyone hungry and on edge. I think he tried to go to the final dead room today. He's probably panicking because no one believes him. Huh?
Hey.
Hajime, did something happen? Oh, it's nothing. Hey, stop! Don't look at my notebook! Whoa. From out of nowhere, Monami suddenly appeared and took the notebook out of my hand.
I won't forgive you.
I did ask you to look at for my treasure box, but I never said you were allowed to peek inside. Geez, that was close. If I had come in here later, you would have seen the inside of the notebook. Unfortunately, you were a little too late.
Huh?
But if this notebook is here, then Nagito was the thief.
No.
Betrayal! I was betrayed by my beloved student.
Hey.
That notebook is pretty much your diary, right? Diary? It seems that way. That's right, that's my important diary where all my maiden secrets are written. Hey, you're a liar! You always show out of nowhere. Monami, it's not good to lie, you know. Lie? There's no way you wrote in that notebook. After all, Monami can't even write. Huh? What are you saying? Because I can write letters easily. I can finally write the letter B.
That's wrong.
No, you can't, because you have no fingers on your hands. God damn it. See, bullseye. I know, because I'm the same way too. Huh? Are you mad? Are you angry that I exposed a weakling like you?
Hey.
So that's what this is about. You're seriously trying to crush me.
What are you saying?
What are you saying? There's no way a big brother would ever crush his little sister. Looks like the time to settle things between us is getting closer every second. I don't know why you're getting so serious, but is what Monokuma said true? Huh? He said he didn't write in that notebook. Is that true? So who wrote in it? Well, you know, it's how should I put it?
Bye-bye.
Excuse me. Hold on. Damn it, she totally ran away again. Same pattern as usual. Looks like it's a waste of time to try to get answers from her. So I really wanted to ask her about that notebook. Actually, it might be better I didn't ask her. Yeah, we've realized the same thing, although I'm not gonna say anything. There's a lot of books arranged here. Did Nagito bring these from the library? In addition to books, there's a bunch of random crap stuffed onto the shelf. It might take a lot of time for us to get thoroughly go through that stuff.
Hey, hey.
Let's just leave it for later. Yeah, I agree. Alright, there's only one more thing here. There's a refrigerator.
Huh?
Nice, my cottage doesn't even have a refrigerator. I wonder where he got it from. Nagito probably supplied it himself. Would he go to the trouble of putting a refrigerator in his room? Does he really enjoy cold drinks? As I talked with Chiaki, I opened the refrigerator out of curiosity. There isn't much inside. The only thing inside the refrigerator was a brown bottle. For someone who likes cold drinks, it doesn't look like he's slept very much. But that bottle clearly isn't a drink, right? Really? It looks like some kind of dietary supplement to me. Protein powder, maybe? I took the brown bottle out of the fridge and started reading the label. Exclusively made for poisoning someone to death? Hey, this is...
Could it be?
Yeah, looks like it's poison. Poison? Looks like there's a warning label on the back. Let's examine it in a little more detail. But be careful with that bottle, don't drop it. Stop it, if you worry like that, I'm going to get nervous. I grabbed the bottle with my trembling hand and began reading the warning label on the back of the bottle. Poison made specifically for killing someone. It's Monokuma's special poison! This enchanted liquid is highly potent and takes effect immediately. Please handle with care. Though its volatility is low, this liquid is very dangerous when vaporized. In a gaseous state, I think that's how it's said, it is heavier than air, it breaks down in minutes, and it is susceptible to hydrolysis. So it is possible for you to poison someone to death without any complications. Keep this liquid secure by storing it in a cold place in a glass or plastic container, away from sunlight. Sure, this looks like a chemical made solely for poisoning someone to death. This refrigerator must be able to keep the poison secure. But where did Nagito get something like this?
Well,
That question could apply to the bomb you used at the hotel too. Apply to the bomb?
see?
There should be a reason Nagito was able to obtain such dangerous items. And he octed on inside the funhouse. This poison, he must have brought it with him from there too, right?
Perhaps.
He's probably hiding them somewhere on his body during the last class trial. He was hiding a bomb and poison during the class trial? Geez, how dangerous. What would he have done if he accidentally tripped and broke the bottle? Just thinking about it scares me.
Hey, hey.
So he already blew up the bomb and he took it with him at the lobby. But what about this poison? Huh?
See?
It looks like the bottle is less than half empty. Was it like this from the beginning? Or did Nagito use it? If so, where did he use it? I wonder, is there still a trap somewhere that hasn't been sprung yet? Another trap? For
Perhaps.
example, maybe he was thinking of making some kind of trap using this poison before he died. If that actually exists, it'd be really bad. It could potentially kill everyone on this island. Everyone on the island? What the hell? Nagito, are you still trying to make us suffer? Are you still trying to make us suffer even after you've died? Sneezing time. We're almost done. We're almost done. Come on. And Kill Command is gonna make me go through this. Woo! Woo! Okay. It's the bed that comes with the cottages. It looks just like the one in my room, but
Hey, hey.
maybe there's something hidden under his bed. It's a usual place for hiding things. You know, like well, we should still check it just in case. With no expectations and without thinking, I peeked under the bed and there's something here. It's a plastic bag from the supermarket. It looks like there's something inside. What is this? It looks like a gas mask and rubber gloves. Hold on, guys. I'll be right back. Alright, I have to go open the door to someone. It looks like a gas mask and rubber gloves. These look like the real deal. Did you get these from the military base? Gas mask and rubber gloves. He was hiding these under his bed. What did Nagito use this stuff for? I also have to open my window because it's getting impossible to withstand the heat. It's currently 5:51 p.m. and it's Oh my god, it's hot.
Hajime.
Hajime, is there anything else under the bed? Let's see. I peeked under the bed once again and started looking around the area where I found a supermarket bag and... Huh? There's a small piece of paper on the floor. Piece of paper made of blue aluminum? A round thin piece of aluminum, huh? It's similar to those seals that go over jars of unopened mayonnaise. I get what you're saying, but what does that mean? This isn't just a piece of trash?
Wait. Time out.
Who knows? Hold on. There we go. That should have been the final interruption. Anyways, who knows? Might be too soon to decide that. But if it's a truth bullet, it'll most likely matter. Now can we investigate the damn thing? There are a lot of books and other mysterious items stuffed on this shelf. The genres and the types of items are all so random. I can't make sense out of them whatsoever.
Well?
They say a shelf is a mirror that reflects a person's heart. Do they now? I definitely don't know much about Nagito just by looking at this. So what should we do? It'd be really difficult to look through all these piles. That doesn't mean we should ignore it, though.
Yep.
I'll leave it to you then, Hajime. Wait, what? It's better if a boy goes through another boy's things. You know, there might be private stuff there. Oh, well, that might be true, but...
See?
So, I'll leave this shelf to you. I think I just got persuaded to do this without realizing it. I sighed and walked toward the shelf. One by one, I started moving the various books and items, examining each one. But even as I examined them carefully, there were still a bunch of random books and items. There's no way there are any clues here. Huh? Well, that file wasn't the only one I received from Monokuma. It's supposed to be saying Nagito Kameda again. This is another one. That seal. Indeed, it's the school badge of Hope's Peak Academy. Does that have information about our stolen memories? Unfortunately, I couldn't find any clues about that. This file doesn't contain our information, just Hajime's information. Nagito said this only contained information about me, but is that really true? If I look at this, it should be obvious, right? And he said I was from the reserve department and had no talent whatsoever. That might be another one of his lies, too. I opened the file I held in my hand and confirmed that. Instantly, I realized something was strange. This really has only my information, then why is this file so thick? As soon as I opened it, it was clear to me. Just as I thought, Nagito had lied to me. Aside from my information, there was information about the others, Kazuichi, Fuyuhiko, Akane, and Sonia, and everyone who died. I had pages of information about them too. The file contained information on all 16 of us. Only my information, my ass. I couldn't believe he'd make up such a strange lie. So that means the rest of it might be a lie too. I turned to the page containing my information and began reading through the content. The profile contained basic information such as my date of birth, my height and weight, and so forth. But there was one thing that specifically caught my eye. The words Reserve Corps student. There was no denying it. It confirmed that I truly was a Reserve Corps student from the Reserve Department. Why is this the only thing that isn't a lie? Why am I the only one here from the Reserve Department? Why am I here with all the other Ultimates?
Hey.
Hajime, did something happen? Oh well, I just found a strange file. Isn't that the special prize Nagito received when we cleared the final dead room? As I recall, your student profile should be in there. It's not just my profile. The profiles of everyone on this island are here too. Nagito was lying.
Huh?
When you say everyone, you mean everyone? Yeah, it's just basic information, but there should be profiles for all 16 of us. Can I take a look at that file? Daki leaned against me and peered into the file.
You're right. My profile is really in here. But unfortunately, there doesn't seem to be any details.
Details?
Details about our missing memories. Information about the time we spent at Hope's Peak Academy.
Yeah.
If it's not written in there, these profiles might have been written before we entered the academy.
But isn't that strange? If that's so, there shouldn't be any information that Nagito didn't know already.
And it's impossible to obtain new clues from them.
Yeah, seems like it.
Hold on.
Huh?
What happened? I just noticed it right now, but...
The file. His name isn't in there, right?
Oh.
There's supposed to be 16 names worth of profiles, but his name is the only one missing, right?
Yep.
Who are you talking about?
Byakuya. I'm talking about Byakuya Togami. Look carefully. No matter where I look, I don't see his name anywhere.
Yep. Here we go.
No way!
So what if a name isn't written in that file? Perhaps based on that you think he might be the traitor? Or it's not just because his name isn't written in here. That's not the only reason I think he's suspicious. He participated in the killing of school life at Hope Speak Academy, right? For someone like him to be in a similar situation on this island, no matter what, it's definitely suspicious. Well, it pains me to say this, but what you're saying about the missing name and about the killing school life, it's totally wrong. There's a completely different reason. Different reason?
You're getting all riled up!
How should I put this? You guys have been getting all worked up about that Byakuya for no reason. Which means the great mystery that you think surrounds that Byakuya doesn't exist. You're basing it on one person's cheap speculation. What do you mean?
What the heck?
You don't have to ask me that. You'd know the answer just by looking through those profiles, right? Huh? I answered back to the file. One by one, I started flipping through the pages and confirming the names. There it is. And suddenly I came across a page that was filled with question marks. Every section was filled with question marks. It could barely be considered a student profile. On that page, I was able to confirm one thing. Ultimate Impostor? That's that Byakuya's true identity! True identity? He was a fake that was pretending to be the ultimate affluent progeny Byakuya Togami! A fake? The fact that his profile is filled with question marks isn't a mistake or an oversight. Surprisingly enough, that's the correct information about him. The ultimate imposter has no name, no permanent address, and even his age and gender is unknown. Basically, he doesn't exist. Because he doesn't exist, he's able to exist as anybody. That's his talent. Though I'm not jealous of that at all. That person was really Byakuya Togami? Is that why he's so much fatter compared to when he was involved in the killing school life?
So cool!
His physique doesn't affect his ability to fool others at all. Real imposters are skilled like that. And he was lying to us this whole time?
But still.
He couldn't help it. Huh? What? Why couldn't he help it?
Oh.
Because that was his talent. Huh? Well, having talent means you're also bound to that talent. The moment you obtain talent, your way of life has already been chosen for you. You can't do anything else except rely on that talent. Regardless of whether you want that life or not. If in that sense, compared to the other ultimates, your life might be a bit more liberating. What the hell?
Anyway...
Anyway, I'm not happy that you guys fell for a scam that I had nothing to do with.
That's right!
So I'll tell you straight up, this revelation about Byakuya is exactly the truth. Then, what was he trying to say to me at that time? I cannot talk to others about my past. I suspect that my skeptical nature is partly to blame. Distrusting others and being distrusted in return. For a long time, my life has been a living hell. Based on the context, if I had to guess...
No.
Maybe he was just complaining that he was cursed to wander the earth as nothing more than a fraud? But if you guys had your school memories, you never would have been betrayed in the first place. I mean, it'd be different if you were meeting him for the first time. And since you guys went to Hope Speak Academy, you should have known about the ultimate imposter already. So in the end, it all leads back to memory loss.
Phew.
Geez, the Future Foundation sure is awful. There's no way you should ignore Monami or the traitor. Who is it? Who's the traitor? Just from looking at these 16 profiles, I still wouldn't know who's from the Future Foundation. Is there really someone like that?
Of course!
Well, obviously you wouldn't know. I made that file so you guys couldn't find out.
Could it be?
Just as I thought, you're the one who did it.
Hey!
The fact that there are 16 profiles in there is what's wrong. I mean, the traitor is a spy sent by the Future Foundation, not a student from Hope Speak Academy. You made a fake profile for the traitor and included in here?
Correct!
It wouldn't be fun if you figured out who the traitor was so easily, right?
Hey.
Then we can't use this file to figure out who the traitor is. That was true for Nagito too, right? Well, probably. It's dripping with despair, isn't it? You wasted your precious time on something that isn't a clue.
Are you sure?
Was that a wise decision? Time's up, you know. It's time's up. Wait. Excuse me for a moment. Here we go. Oh god. That chime just now.
What is most important for living things? Well, personally, I think time is. I mean, your bank account may go up and down, but time will inevitably run out, right?
True.
That's why we gotta cherish time. There is nothing more wasteful than wasting time. So, time's up. We will begin the last class trial. So
Liar.
please gather at Monokuma Rock. I'll see you soon.
Last class trial? You said that, right? He said last class trial.
Yep.
Yeah, I heard it too. He really did say it was the last class trial. What do you think? Should we believe him? Monokuma seemed anxious about the Monokuma timer earlier, right? 2 more days? And he said something about the killing school trip ending, right? Based on the time limit, this might definitely be the last one.
But still.
But I can't imagine that it's the real end. Huh? I think Monokuma's real plan might be just beyond that. His real plan? Is Monokuma still planning to make us do something? What could it be? Maybe after putting us through all this, he's planning to kill the remaining survivors all at once.
Well?
But still, it's also not a good idea to think about it too much. I think we should focus on the class trial that's waiting for us first. You're right. Class trial for Nagito's murder. We're pretty screwed. I haven't collected my thoughts because we were so focused on this file. I still can see who killed Nagito.
But still.
Well, you don't have to worry so much. Huh?
Right?
I mean, we're not fighting this alone, you know? You're right. You're absolutely right. We're not alone. Even if it's a mystery that can be solved alone, as long as everyone cooperates and works together. Yeah, if we do that, things will turn out fine. Let's go. We shall go together. Just a little Kingdom Hearts 2 reference. I needed to do. Anyways, here we are. A last check on my pet before we go. I knew it. Let's go. Monokuma Rock.
Damn right.
Looks like everyone's here. Huh? Is this it? Shouldn't there be more people?
Damn it.
Stop it. You're making me depressed. You're making me depressed. So, it is going to happen again. A cruel conflict where we must doubt our friends. So last game, 6 people survived, right? Right now we have 6 people alive because Nagito died. Let's see where this takes us. But once we're through with this, we can go back, right? That Monokuma bastard said so, didn't he? He said that this is the last class trial.
Damn it.
But we've been tricked every step of the way. There's no way I can believe that so easily.
Of course not.
Why can't you believe it? The guy who's making us do all this is the one saying it, you know?
You know.
That's why I'll definitely survive. If we can really go home after we deal with this class trial, I'll definitely find out who the killer is, no matter what. Even if I have to pull out all the stops. What the fuck? Why are you here? You haven't realized it yet. That feeling of wanting to leave this island? Thinking like that is Monokuma's trap, you know?
Huh?
Huh? What are you saying?
Got it?
There's no way Monokuma will end things here. He's planning something far worse. Now stop trying to jinx us!
I'll pick you up!
Damn right, stupid rabbits should just shut up. Everyone, you mustn't run away from despair. Huh? I finally realized, after losing my powers, I've realized that cursing or powerlessness of your fate accomplishes nothing. The possibility may be small, but as long as there's a possibility, you must face it. Mon ami. In order to become someone who can be proud of, who you can be proud of, or someone who can be proud of yourself. So I will fight.
Huh?
What's her deal? I do not really know, but she seems different from before. Maybe she read a self-help book.
Wait.
Her eyes. She looks so determined.
You.
Can you tell that just by looking at those button eyes? Anyway, make sure you turn off Minimaru. It'd be annoying if he started talking during the trial. Ah, fine.
But still.
Somehow, I understand what Nanami is saying, I think. Anyway, let's get going. To the class trial.
Yep.
You're right. We need to fight as much as we can. No matter what hopeless truth awaits us in the end. Let's go. this class trial already seems different. This is the end. I kept saying those words to myself over and over within my mind. I entered Monokuma Rock. Here we go. Oh my god, the elevator's almost empty. This elevator ride. This will be the last time for this too, alright? I hope so.
Well,
Let's worry about things after we're finished.
you are right.
More importantly, we must focus on the class trial before us.
Damn it.
The killer managed to kill someone like Nagito. There's no way this is going to go smoothly. I mean, I still can't believe one of us was able to do that. Nagito was problematic in many ways, but he was also a valuable asset during the trials. Yeah, you're right. In fact, during the Funhouse ordeal, we were completely dependent on him. But even if he's gone, the ones who survived need to stand and fight. We must fight. And then the door slowly opened. Oh boy, it's almost time. This bright light greeting us, is that the light of hope or the light of despair? Wow. Well then, now that chatterbox Nagito is gone, there are only 6 of you left.
Shut the hell up!
Enough, just fucking start this already.
Hey!
Hey, this is it, right? This is really the last class trial, right?
Yep.
Yep, it sure is. So you gotta show some enthusiasm and make sure you give it your all.
Alright!
Didn't I tell you he said it? This is the end. Now then, let's get this trial started.
Viva killing!
This is the last class trial. Let's show some enthusiasm and kill each other. This is the 5th class trial. According to Monokuma, this is also the last class trial. That curtain is about to rise. Nagito Kameda, the ultimate lucky student. When I first met him, I thought he was a nice guy. He came across as very sociable. But his true nature held such a demented thought process that it was nothing like his outward appearance. He said he believed in hope more than anything else. He said he was yearning for a powerful hope that could overcome any despair. He said he would even help despair just to prove that hope will never lose to despair. And he said he'd become a stepping stone for hope. His way of thinking was completely screwed up. There were also times he saved us too. Someone like him was killed. That was the end of him. Good riddance. Okay, no, I'm saying that, but in reality, this is just the beginning, isn't it? And I have no idea at all who did it, but there's no way we can end this without knowing. We will be consumed by despair. Look at this panel. Look at this panel. That's why we absolutely have to find out. The person who finished off Nagito. The killer who murdered Nagito. In order to return from this despair alive, we need to reach the truth. And Monokuma says this is really the last class trial. That's all the more reason we need to do this. And so, this life-threatening trial, building with hope and despair, the last one, has begun. Oh man, almost 3 hours of recording, or more. No, actually, it was somewhere between the lines of, yeah, 2 hours and 30, yeah, something like that, 2 hours and 40. Anyways, Chapter 5 is reaching an end, and tomorrow, September 6th, I'll record as much as I can, but I'll probably need an entire day afternoon just for the last class trial. So, anyways, that'll be all for now. Thank you all so much for watching. If you like this video, consider leaving a like and subscribing if you are new to the channel. And if you want to be notified of future uploads like this one, hit the little bell, you know what to do. Also, if you want to join my Discord server for absolutely no reason at all, hit the little link in the description below. Guys, until next time, peace!